Alright folks, but Genius 8, we are back. Let's head on to chapter number 2. We've got all the stars. But Carter is going to tell us about Ash Bison. So, what was Ash into? He was the main character in Double Vipers, the arcade game. Ash was in a video game. Yeah, you get to play as Ash and his gang members fighting your way across the city. I play it all the time in the arcade. And about that, we need to talk about the kind of games you're playing, Carter. Ash is in a video game? Everything really has turned upside down, Ace. Let's get down to the arcade and check this out. Yes. 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 Oh, that's a little creepy. That's way more flamboyant. Ooh, a do-rag. Get a star? Nope, just cash. Just cold hard coins. Carter was right, Ace. There's a Double Vipers machine. The logo has been adapted from the Viper symbol and colors. I don't get it. Why would Ash have anything to do with the video game? You're right, maybe that bandana can tell us more. It looks like merchandise for the game. The label on the back is barely legible though. That toy's been broken for some reason. Let's go put it back and figure out what it is. Ace, this is getting more confusing by the minute, but hey, maybe we'll find something cool for Carter in that prize bin. Interesting. Weirder stuff. Tickets you found among those prizes, Ace? We shouldn't take any chance. Let's send them to the lab. Interesting. Let's see. Cakes. It belongs to a certain Caitlin F. Ace. You can speak with this Caitlin. She must be around here somewhere. Oh, she looks fun. Love her shirt. Her shirt is awesome. Oh, this is a something toys, pop toys, I think. That's one of those funky figurines, Ace. They're super popular right now. Judging from the shirt, that's one character from the game, Double Vipers. Well, that big bubbly face is familiar. Where have I seen it before? Oh wait, that's no character. That's a figurine of Big Baby. Remember him, Ace? He was in the Vipers with our victim. Ash can't tell us anything about the game. Maybe Big Baby can. Let's go get reacquainted, Ace. Wow, all these gang guys have been rehabilitated, basically. She's cute. Excuse me, Miss Flynn. We found your bandana. I want to ask you about all the bandanas. We're supposed to wear those silly things to promote Double Vipers, but I wouldn't be caught dead wearing that. Yeah, but we're curious about that game, actually. Ash Bison, one of the game's characters, has been murdered. Video game's character's been murdered? Are you the joke police or something? No, Ash Bison is a former hoodlum who's now apparently a character in Double Vipers. Look, I don't know anything about Double Vipers, except that it's the most popular machine here, which keeps my boss happy. Apart from that, I just work here. Babysitting a bunch of kids at the arcade isn't my career. I'm saving for college. Now, if that's everything, I gotta get back to work. Someone just jammed chewing gum into the magical ride machine. Did she have an affair with Bison? Maybe. I do like her shirt. Love his outfit, though. Well, Oh well, Secret Agent Ace, I knew I could smell bacon. You know how much I hate cops. Well, we're not too fond of street gang hoodlums either, big baby. Street gangs? Well, that's old news, man. Ash and I hung up our bandanas years ago. We're video game stars now. See, I'm kind of good with computers, so I programmed a game about the gangs, and it's a mega hit. So Ash and I split the profits. Ah, so that explains the video game, but not actually. Wait, what? Ash is dead? It's gotta be a mistake. There ain't nobody who dare cross Ash. Oh, and he's dead alright, and you're telling us you have nothing to do with it? Wouldn't you become the Viper's leader with Ash out of the picture? I told you, man, those days are over. I was Ash's boss now. Well, you're not off the hook, big baby. We may need to talk to you again. Oh, I definitely think he killed them. Because of the profits. I guess his Ash wanted to take all the profits. He wasn't cool with that. I'll get right to the point, Ace. That blood on those tickets is a match for the victim, which means his killer was present at the amusement establishment. So we have another crime scene on our hands, but why was the killer at the arcade? Could it have something to do with that video game Double Vipers? Well, Ace, I can field that question. As you might have guessed, those tickets can be exchanged for prizes. The more points a player scores in the game, the more tickets they receive. It tells me that this particular strip was printed from the Weirder Stuff machine, and these numbers represent the highest score in the game. Ah, so our killer slashed the victim, then casually went to play video games? That's harsh. In any case, these tickets prove your killer is an ace player of Weirder Stuff. Well, it's game over for the killer, Ace. Their high score on Weirder Stuff is giving them away. Of course, Weirder Stuff is in reference to Stranger Things. Good idea. If the killer went to Bronson Lane to the arcade, we can backtrack their steps. Let's return to the murder scene. Because Weirder Things, or Weirder Stuff is, Stranger's a synonym for weirder, and then stuff for things. Yeah. Chad agrees with me. Thanks for the cheer. Poster. So the question is poster. Where's the which poster are they talking about? This one, okay. I didn't know if that was a poster. I didn't know that was a picture. Yeah, we had a whole bunch of people sending in bits a little bit earlier in chapter 1. That was pretty cool. Thanks again for that. Sharp eyes, Ace. Someone's written Ash's name on that newspaper. I imagine there's more written underneath that green powder. Let's gather it up. Why do you think the scooter belongs to our victim, Ace? Oh, it does have one of those vanity plates. We're using numbers and letters. Let's see. That makes it Ash Rules. I assume Ash would be the motorcycle type. Anyway, let's unlock that scooter storage compartment and search his belongings. Oh, he doesn't even... He's like... He doesn't even get a real motorcycle. He's in the game. He gets like a little scooter. Oh my gosh, it's taking forever to suck up. Oh snap. Well, the message on the newspaper reads, Ash, if this was you, I swear I'll skin you alive. What's that article about? Is this someone hijacked an armored vehicle? I'm not the only one skeptical about Ash's change of heart. Someone thought he might have been responsible for this. Good idea, Ace. The green powder you collected from the newspaper might give us some answers. Let's put it under the microscope. I would imagine it's the cop. If it's not, it's gotta be his girlfriend. Actual humans' ashes in it? Oh, I didn't see the engraving. Ash to ashes dust to dust. That plant words with the victim's name is a definite. We should probably open up this urn. But how about we let Rupert take care of that, said Ace. I'm down. Good information, guys. The green powder you clicked from the newspaper is gun polish residue, Ace. I should have known. It's standard issue. Grimsboro Police Department. So that threat to Ash was left on the newspaper by a policeman along with their gun polish. Yep. Officer Cooper for sure. There's no point speculating. Let's ask Officer Cooper himself. There weren't any human ashes inside that cremation urn, which is rather a letdown. I was relishing the challenge of a posthumous analysis. I'm sorry to disappoint Rupert. So the urn was empty? Well, no. Inside was a grain-like substance, brown in color. The residue turned out to be yeast, but with traces of green tea. And for that, I have no explanation. Yeast residue with the traces of green tea? Where have we heard that before? Of course, Ace. That's a special blend of yeast Troy Cassidy uses as a microbrewery. Troy claimed that he and Ash buried the hatchet, but his threat sound says otherwise. It's time for another word with the former game leader. Yes. You're just in time, Secret Agent Ace. I'm going off duty, heading to the arcade to do that weird stuff score. It's sort of a guilty pleasure of mine. Yeah, but before you clock out, I want to ask you about this newspaper article. Did you suspect Ash Bison of hijacking that truck? Oh yeah, I wrote that. That robbery had Ash Bison written all over it. I nearly spilled my turmeric spice latte when I read that story. That heist is exactly the kind of stunt Ash would pull. He was always up to something, but I can never prove anything. No wonder I can't sleep at night. I can dress them up with microbreweries or video games, but a leopard can't change a spot, Secret Agent Ace. Once a gang member, always a gang member. This guy's been dogging me for years. Sort of sounds like you had it in for Ash. Are you questioning my professionalism? I'm not the criminal here. I'll find the evidence of Ash's crimes. Mark my words. Calm down. Calm down. We'll get to the bottom of this. Hey, Secret Agent Ace. We'll make this quick. I'm closing up early after everything that's happened. I'm going to clear my head playing a little weird stuff. Yeah, you're not going anywhere until you explain this cremation urn you gave to Ash. You said you guys were friends. We were friends, but Ash betrayed my trust. He hooked me up with a new supplier, selling everything from malt to the turmeric for my spice latte, all at really good prices. It didn't take me to realize the goods were stolen. So Ash was still getting his hands dirty. In return, you threatened to kill me. And you know how many sleepless nights I spent worrying the police would trace the stolen goods back to me? He deserved a warning. A warning, maybe, but if it turns out you made good on your threat and eliminated your former rival once and for all, your legitimate business days are finished. I'm not leaning towards him now. We'll recap. Uh-oh. We have to go back to the microbrewery. Why? Uh-oh. She and Troy are having a fist fight. Nice. Nice. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in a little bit as we pitch you 8.